seemed like everything was a night shoot. How difficult was that?
I can't say it was difficult necessarily. Like, don't get me wrong, there definitely was scheduling conflicts. Most of the time, they ended up working out. I specifically structured the shooting schedule in a way to where it can be easily adjusted. Let's say we were going to shoot one of the death scenes tonight, and someone can't end up showing up. What I can do is I can just shoot their shots, or we can do part of another scene that we didn't finish with them.
When you originally set out to do this, were you looking at like a longer film and just ended up with a short, or what was your like long-term goal with this?
I was originally planning on making this close to feature length, but it kind of just got to a point where I didn't think I would be able to achieve everything that I had in that original script. Essentially, everything that you saw in like the film that's currently out was just the third act. It was just kind of tweaked around to kind of take place in one location. The only thing that I can say I was like kind of worried about is like if it would feel like a coherent story from beginning to end. And once, like I said, once everything was put together, I was very surprised with how everything turned out. I definitely could have done more with some of the kills, but at the same time, Michael Myers, he's not a complicated killer. He'll just kill and move on. That's it. So it's like I didn't really need to like make things like too complicated. I just felt like that if I like really focused on the story and focused on the atmosphere around like the characters in the house along with Michael Myers, I felt like that it would have made up for the lack of kills. But like even then, I felt like I did a pretty decent job when it came to 2 out of 3 of them. I'm particularly proud of the first kill scene because I felt like that's the best directed scene in the entire film, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And then the second kill, everyone's reaction was like exactly how I wanted them to react. I was showing my friends the final cut of the film, and then as soon as they saw the shot of the saw drop onto the floor, they realized what the fuck I was about to do.
Your Haddonfield house, is that out in the middle of nowhere, or was that like a neighborhood house somewhere?
My aunt was the one who was living there, and she was in the process of moving out of that house. She has an apartment like nearby here. So as she was moving out, it was like kind of perfect timing because like obviously they had like a bunch of old picture frames, they had a bunch of furniture. So as she was moving out, I figured, okay, how about we shoot all this stuff while the house is continuously getting empty. I'll use the living room for example. There were a couple of shots, there actually every single shot with any of my actors or actresses in it. The furniture and everything in that room is still there. What I did was I just waited until everything was out, and then I went back and shot all of the shots of the empty space with nothing in the room.
You created a fun little murder movie.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it was very very fun to shoot as well. Everybody, it was just a really good time. Everybody was very happy and very proud with all the work and efforts that they put into it. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't all like it wasn't perfect. It wasn't a perfect shoot. We did have a couple hiccups here and there, but that happens. And once you get past those points and the movie's done and it's out, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Like all that efforts. We've had a couple of long nights, a couple of almost up till 4 in the morning type of nights, but it was worth it in the end. It was so worth it in the end.